wrestling fans, once again, it's the Horror Miser Monty G. Yes, it's time to do another wrestling prediction video because this Sunday we have WWE Extreme Rules. Yes. Now, Extreme Rules are actually becoming live right here in my hometown in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Unfortunately, me and my wife Kelly will not be attending that match. Fortunately, it was not in the budget. That happens sometimes, but I will still watch it here in the safety of my home, and I'm going to do my prediction video as always, and we have 10 good matches. So let's go on ahead. We'll start off with the prediction for the Raw Tag Team Championships. For the Raw Tag Team Championships, we have the Revival, the current champions, versus the Usos, Rey and Jimmy Uso. Now, once again, finally, we have the Usos that are actually going to be part of the the pay-per-view and not on the pre-show. I mean, these guys do a pretty good matches. I don't know why they continue to put them on pre-shows, but finally they're on the show right now, and I believe this is going to be a pretty good matchup. The Revival, I think they're okay. I don't see them as a top tag team championship, but the Usos have already won the titles, and even though it wouldn't surprise me if they won, I think the Revival will retain the titles and they will remain Raw Tag Team Champions. In a last standing match, we have Braun Strowman versus Bobby Lashley. Now, we saw last week on Raw, we saw a very nice incident where Strowman speared Bobby Lashley into the Raw Lightning area, and a huge bunch of fireworks and power hit around that stage, and it caused the entire thing to go out, the Raw stage to go out. And it was all part of the storyline, even though they made it sound as very serious as well. I mean, hey, look, even Corey actually said the S word on TV. He said, "Holy shit!" It came on the air. I'm pretty sure he got a little reprimand for that, but he probably wasn't expecting, or he was just playing on to the act of the storyline. But this will be a last standing matchup. I believe this is going to be a pretty good matchup. Both these guys are bulls. I'm pretty sure we're going to have lots of heavy spots in this one. It's kind of tricky to actually figure out who's going to win this one. Bobby Lashley has been kind of flourishing a little bit lately since he's returned. He actually had somewhat of a nice stint when he came back, but now he's kind of flurrying in the stern. I think he needs this win more than Braun Strowman does. Even though Braun Strowman, you would automatically think he would win, why don't I give the nod to Bobby Lashley, because I think he deserves a win in order to build him back up. In a singles matchup, we have Aleister Black versus Cesaro. Now, I believe this is going to be a pretty good matchup. These are very well in-ring performers, especially Cesaro. If Cesaro had his way, I think he can actually be a great in-ring performer. I don't think he doesn't need this win. I think Aleister Black needs this more because he just came back from NXT. He had a nice run Ricochet when they were going for the tag team titles. So I believe Aleister Black will win this one just to build his character up. Triple threat match for the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, as we have the current champions Daniel Bryan and Rowan versus the New Day versus Heavy Machinery, Otis and Tucker. This is going to be a crazy, wild matchup. I really don't know who's going to win this one. I can tell you right now, as much as everyone loves the New Day, they really don't need to win this one. They've already are 5-time champions, although it'd be nice to see Big E and Xavier Woods have titles along with Kofi Kingston. They all will have the belts. I wouldn't be surprised to see if that's what made the WWE will go. I would like to see Heavy Machinery win the matchup because they're a new tag team title, but I think they might hold off and let Daniel and Rowan continue on as tag team champions until SummerSlam. And then something will happen at SummerSlam will cause them to lose it. So I'm going to have Daniel Bryan and Rowan retain the SmackDown tag team titles. I believe this match probably might steal the night off. It's a handicap match for the SmackDown Women's Championship where we have current champion Bayley versus Alexa Bliss versus Nikki Cross. This is supposed to be a handicap matchup. I really don't know where this is going to go, but I believe that this will finally see the split between Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, where I'm assuming the way it's supposed to be that if Alexa Bliss or Nikki Cross wins, they're supposed to share the title. Now, we've seen this before way back when we had Lake Cool. Remember that? Where they both shared the title. But I can't see that happening. I don't think they're going to do that. I believe Bayley will remain the SmackDown Women's Champion maybe until SummerSlam. I think at SummerSlam she might lose it then. But I believe that what's going to happen is that Nikki Cross will cross Alexa Bliss to lose the matchup, and Bayley will retain the title. For the WWE World's Heavyweight Champion, current champion Kofi Kingston versus Samoa Joe. Now, this has been an interesting feud right here. Once again, Samoa Joe has been great as a villain here. He's done some great promos. He's done some nice in-ring work. This is going to be a pretty interesting matchup here. As much as I love Samoa Joe and some of the work that he's done, I don't think they're ready to take the belt off of Kofi Kingston yet. Maybe at SummerSlam they might do it, but I don't think they're going to do it here. So I believe Kofi Kingston will retain the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. In a no-holds-barred tag team match, we have The Undertaker and Roman Reigns versus Shane McMahon and Drew McIntyre. Now, as much as I love Shane as a heel, he is just taking up too much time here. He's being overexposed. It's time that he gets sent back to the background. And I believe that after this match is done, and I believe this will be, hopefully this will be the end of Shane McMahon's TV time, but it's time for him to take some time off of TV because he's just having too much time, both on SmackDown and on Raw. He's just too much. He's just overexposed. Much as I like him as a heel character, he's just overexposed. It's too much. Taking away something from Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre really needs to shine as a heel, and I believe he would be a great heel. But right now, the Shane McMahon is hurting him. And I love this tag team match, this tag team tandem of The Undertaker and Roman Reigns. It'll be interesting to see how much The Undertaker can do at this particular point of his career. We've already seen this at Super Showdown between him and Goldberg. And as much as everyone loves The Undertaker, he is over 50 years old. And he can't do half the stuff that he used to do, despite some of the weight loss he has done within the past year and a half. But I still believe that The Undertaker and Roman Reigns will win this matchup. And hopefully this will be the last we've seen of Shane McMahon on TV for a while. And the main event of the evening, it's called a Last Chance Winners Take All Mixed Tag Team Extreme Rules match, where we have Seth Rollins, the current Universal Champion, and Becky Lynch, the current Raw Women's Champion, versus Baron Corbin and Lacey Evans. Now, if I understand the rules correctly, now, as I stated before, if I understand the rules of this matchup correctly, if whoever gets pinned, if Baron Corbin pins Seth Rollins, then Baron Corbin will be the Universal Champion. If Lacey Evans pins Becky Lynch, then Lacey Evans will win the Raw Women's Championship. Now, if I'm mistaken, I don't know if that's how the case, or if either one of them gets pinned, they both lose their titles. I think that's how that is. I'm not sure. I just know that that's what I believe the stipulation is that either one of them gets pinned, they lose the title, or if one gets pinned, they both lose their titles. And that could be an interesting way to finally split this up. Everyone knows, if you don't know by now, that Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch are a couple in real life. And for some reason, Vince always likes to play this card where you use real-life scenarios and plays it on TV. He did that with Edge and Lita. They were a real life couple, and he played that on TV where Edge became the rated R superstar. I don't know why Vince always likes to do that. I just don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me. I really can't see Baron Corbin as Universal Champion, and I really can't see Lacey Evans as the Raw Women's Championship, being that Becky Lynch is way too over at this point right now. It's an interesting concept. I believe we're going to have a nice, good matchup. But at the end, I believe that both Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch will retain their titles. Well, that's it. That's my predictions for this Extreme Rules WWE matchup right here. I believe this will be an interesting card. Sort of a good setup to see what they got planned for us for SummerSlam, which is their next major pay-per-view coming next month in August. So hopefully the WWE has learned this lesson, and of course, as they get ready for SummerSlam and also getting ready to have SmackDown go on to Fox in October. So it'll be interesting to see what plans they have coming up right now. So my wrestling fans, what do you think? What do you think of my predictions? What are your predictions for WWE Extreme Rules? Leave your comments down in your comment section, or your predictions in the comment section below, and tell me what you think is going to happen at Extreme Rules. Well, that's my video for today, guys. Hope you did enjoy it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up because it does help the channel out a lot. And once again, if this is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. That way you can be notified anytime when I put up any new videos, whether it's a horror review, an unboxing, a wrestling prediction, or anything else horror related. Once again, this is the Horror Miser Monty G saying goodbye. Rock! Take us home. We're out.